Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in as usual and your support of the channel. I do appreciate it. It is moi in my Scorpion G. Where are we? What is this place called? This place is called Westfield. I knew that, and now you do. Go up to the sniper spot. We have spawned into the northeast spawn. We're going to talk about analyzing repositions, falling back, supporting your team, and pulling what looks like a loss and turning it into a win, or pulling a loss out of the bin, or whatever you want to call it. I am here on a 357, a middle tier, in a tank that can handle this pretty easily. The gun is really good, and we get some initial contact here. Challenger is unwisely spotted. We have an IS-3A and Type 4 Heavy and a Tiger P, and things look okay, but the IS-3A is getting really aggressive in there. Now, this is something I don't like doing very much, but with this paper tank and 3 artillery, if I show myself up there in the front soon, which is what I would usually like to do with any other tank, I'm going to get focused down hard. So artillery is working over those guys that are on the back edge of that slope. The IS-3 has lost his mining and most of his hit points, so he pulls back. He's a one-shot, the Tiger P is a one-shot, and now the Type 4 is finally getting something done. It's looking okay though. We've won one. We've got some tanks hanging down there on the east side. A couple mediums have gone to the place where mediums and lights go to get stagnated and do nothing on this map. Usually the plan. The WT, unfortunately, is all the way over there supporting the nothing battle. And then the Type 4 gets over-aggressive and starts pushing in as well. So he's around the corner up there, unsupported by any of us. The T-25/2 actually gets some shots, so I come up here to investigate what he sees, and oh, there we go. So good. A little reposition. That's a little tactical reposition in the spot that I'm in order to create the shots instead of just sitting there. And we know that guy's there, and thankfully he gets spotted again, so I put another shot into him. And it's looking good. We're 3-1. Now it's 4-1. There's a mill, a JT, the Type 4 is still pushing in, so I'm going to go ahead and reposition forward to help the Type 4 that is now dead. So that's not good. We'll continue on up here, because now it is the camping TD's turn. Go ahead and push up here, and it actually looks pretty good right now. I use as much of this bush as I can. I'm hoping someone comes through the V or the charioteer lights somebody and get some shots. I don't want to push up too far along here because there is a JT. I'm right at the edge of being spotted by that guy, depending on where he is. And the 25-2 crosses. The mill's down in town. Another tank that can take me out with one clip. And our 2 mediums are pushing around, but they're starting to even it up now. It's 4-3. And now I'm trying to make the decision. All right, this position's obviously not creating shots. I've spent a lot of time idle. Charioteer gets up into the bush but does not see anything. The 5-1 goes down. Their 25 TAP is somewhere over on that other side of the map because he killed the 5-1 as he was pushing in. There's the JTs out in the open. A couple artillery shots go in. I'm going to come around here and I'm going to look for this mill. I don't want to highlight myself on that hill. Again, there's 3 artillery, so I will not last long once I'm spotted. So I either need to have a pretty good fight going on, where I'm not the only one they're shooting at, or shoot from a spot where they cannot spot me when I fire. The Sturv is down there. And he dies. That's a good thing. And the AT-7 is back up in those bushes there. And the 25-2 crosses that open area right there, which lets me know that there's probably not much up in there. That dude's there, but he didn't get shredded. So that gives me a little bit of SA. And I can go ahead and come on up in here, reposition a little forward. Not a great shot. And I back out. I don't want to get spotted. I know that Emil 2's down there, so if he moves around too much, he may Oh, look at that. There is somebody else over there. He just didn't happen to be looking. We're able to hit the 25-2 until now. And the Mill 2 killed the 25-2, which means he's on the back edge of the town now. You can see that he's clicking on where he was, letting people know that's where the shot came from. And we're still looking pretty good. 7-5. The challenger of ours down at the bottom of the town. We own a little bit more map than they do, but not much. They still have their strong positions. We still have ours. But we really don't want to cross that open area because there are still 1, 2, 3 TDs out there. One of which has not been spotted. And the 25 TAP, which is probably the scariest thing left on their team. Good capability to spot, fast, can move around the map. And there he is. So he was hanging out on the back edge down there. He's moving. Charioteer gets a piece of him, that helps. So I'll reposition back over here looking for a shot on him. Unfortunately, he goes dark, so I don't want to poke up there. He'll see me well before I see him. And he's probably made it into those bushes on that right side up there. Charioteer comes up. And now what I'm waiting for is the Charioteer to see somebody. He's up and over. His vision point is seeing. There we go. Now we've got him. That's what I was waiting for. So we'll put a good shot into this guy and hurt him. Nope. We will miss completely. Artillery misses. The Mill has fallen back to the back edge, and we lose 2 tanks right off the bat, just like that. The WT is pushed in. He's overexposed on the bottom side of the map, down there on the south. And now I've got the 25 TAP. Looks like he wants to come up here and start taking on the Charioteer and myself. So I'll come over here and back up the Charioteer. Come down a little bit low here in case he tries to come through. And I'm looking for these bushes over here. I really don't want to be out in the open. I'd like to get that first shot on him before he knows I'm there. If he wants to come up and over, then I can start moving and get out of there. But it looks like he moves off. So we'll come back around to this side. The AT-7 is still a problem, and I make a mistake here position-wise. I did not need to go here, and the AT-7 sees me. So unfortunately, I've let them know that I'm here, and now I'm a bit trapped. If the AT-7 is smart, he's waiting for looking into that little open spot right there. There's the 25 TAP, so I'll look for a shot on him. There's the artillery coming in, trying to get a chunk of me. Splash damage will hurt this tank pretty well. They stun the 25 TAP, but he doesn't take any hit points. Charioteer looks like he's falling back down towards the town. So now I'm kind of left out and alone here. Just take a quick peek in case something's moving up. Artillery's still firing into this general area, hoping to get a hit on me. And pretty soon I just need to bite the bullet and go across this open area, because this is no good here. There's no maneuver room here, no way to flex. There's nobody pushing up here right now, so there's no reason to be here as far as trying to ambush anyone. So I need to get out of this spot. And you can see that we're all sort of falling back now. This has been evened up to an 8v8. And our problem is we do not have a heavy. And we do not have a medium. And the biggest one is the medium. Something that's mobile, that can get some spotting. The good news is this is a relatively open map. It's going to be very hard for that 25 TAP to approach without being seen based on how many eyes we have on the map. But we do have to be careful that he doesn't show up and start waxing things. And there he goes. So he's made a move. He's down in the middle. They're going to have some snipers up around the edges, so I take that chance to reposition and get out of there. I knew I'd be spotted, but I figured because the bat chat was down there moving around, the artillery would probably not be paying much attention to what I'm doing. So it looks to me like we're going to have a push over on the other side of the map. So I'm going to make a complete reposition to the other side of the map. I'll give up that high ground there because I don't really expect the AT-7 to come screaming over. Now he may show up soon, but it's not going to be immediately. And that bat chat is down here at the bottom. The Challenger's already looking from the bush there. The M12, unfortunately, is a sacrifice. The 34 2 GFT also is a sacrifice, and he goes down. And now we have a problem of a entire flank collapsing. We're not greatly positioned, although we do have some looks at them over here. The M12 won't last long, but he may get us some spotting. Consciously understanding that the AT-7 is probably moving up at this point and will be coming through the town, or at least that upper field. The S-51 is up there, so he may get some information for us. I'm kind of looking at where he is. I can see he's backing down, and then the 25 TAP makes a bit of a bad move, especially considering we have 3 TDs, and all 3 of them have made a decent move to reposition here. I'm gonna have to wait. Yeah, I'm loaded. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, he hits something. There we go. The JT makes his presence known. He gets the M12, but he gets hit. I take a hit. I back up. I'm not quite reloaded. Artillery stuns him. I take that opportunity to come out, and I just put a blind shot in there. And it looks like he fired as well. The ML2 dies to the Charioteer, so their push is wrecked by the TDs that fell back in a bit of a crossfire. Lanes of fire that complemented each other. And now it's just a matter of going to find the AT-7 and the rest of the artillery. So we'll just speed this up here. There he is. Found him. Gets spotted. Artillery hits me anyway. M12 is making a runner. He's come up and over. He dies. The S-51 gets him. The other artillery dies to the Challenger. Challenger goes in. I get greedy. I stop. I fire. And there you have it. 3,188. And a good explanation, I think, there of just initial positioning and then repositioning within that initial position, taking into account what's going on in the battle, and then watching my team reposition and move back as we get a push on the other flank. Going back to that other flank, cleaning up that push with a bunch of TDs, sacrificing artillery, which is perfect. Just kidding, artillery, guys. And coming out with a win on what was becoming a tight one to what looked like for a moment there at the end a loss based on the tanks that the enemy had and the push that they were making. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support of the channel, and we will see you.